He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. So Ohio State's offense has the football first here today. And here we go, Wolverines and Buckeyes. Everything that's gone into this game for 365 days is about to play out right now.
And there's just something right? When you look out on that field and you see the colors on the field competing against each other. Maize and blue and scarlet and gray. Let's see what happens.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line. Now, the last time they played, it was Ohio State making the plays, Kirk, in the crucial moments. It was a painful, tight loss for Michigan.
Yeah, it was a game that kind of went back and forth until Ohio State, as you said, in those final few minutes, made the right plays to be able to win the game. And now we get a chance to see the next chapter between these two great rivals.
They get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33.
Nice throw and catch here for the Buckeyes. And you know, Chris, it's hard to think of a time when Ohio State didn't have an efficient and prolific quarterback under center.
Back to throw. It's Sayin. The pass rush closing in. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
Well, how about the push up front by the big fellas here? And when you can get pressure like this, that's what separates good defenses from great defenses. When you think back to the Michigan teams, when they've been exceptional, they've had defensive line play just like that.
This big guy's up front will have to regroup now. It's 2nd and 14. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. There's a screen pass to the running back. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker.
I love early in a game like this where you get the running back involved. You just get his hands on the football. Also, nice, easy screen. Gets the quarterback settled into the game. Nice, easy throw. And look at this. It ends up being a huge play.
Important 3rd down play coming up. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. Play moves the ball to about the 45. That's good for a 1st down.
Well, that's exactly how you dice up a zone coverage. Nice throw downfield here on 3rd down, and a really good route to give the quarterback a chance to make that play.
The Buckeyes pick up enough yardage for a 1st down. Handoff running right. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain. Well, for many, this is the quintessential college football rivalry. It combines tradition, high intensity, and very often high stakes.
Yeah, Chris, I really think the rivalry has changed over the years. Guys in my era would tell you it was a game that was the most heated but the most respected because of the way you were recruited by both schools. There was the Woody, there was the Bo influence on the rivalry. But I think in the new social media era, I think it's more about hatred for the two schools. From both sides, it's just a different feel. We'll feel that today when these teams go at it.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. It's a quarterback keeper. Tackled inside the 40, and it's good enough for a 1st down.
Boy, an opportunity missed here by this defense. They get him to 3rd down. They load up the line of scrimmage, but they could not deny this back of coming up with that conversion.
The Buckeyes will line up on 1st and 10. Back to pass. It's Sayin. Makes a quick grab. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
Man, the defense was all over that play. Just left him almost no room to work after catching the ball.
Important 2nd down play coming up. Handoff from the shotgun. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Impressive opening drive. The 10th play coming up. It's 3rd down. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the 1st down. Defense breaks it up. Nice play. Incomplete.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
The field goal is good. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0.
Boy, this guy had plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. So Michigan's offense gets their first crack now. And how about the game within a game today? The running back coming downhill, the linebacker coming up to meet him. We expect some collisions on this field today.
Yeah, this linebacker's going to have his hands full because this running back is a difficult guy to contain. Both guys know where each other's going to be lined up at all times. It's just going to come down to which guy can come up and make a play against the other.
Only a small game. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
He's tackled at the 26. 2nd down coming up.
Off play action. He's looking to throw. Breaks free. And he lofts it toward the sideline. Oh, and it's dropped right off his hands. A chance for a big play, but little early nerves on the part of that receiver.
Pretty good job here by the quarterback of just getting away from the sack and throwing that ball away to live for the next down. I really thought he was going to be brought down. They had such good pressure on him.
And he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense.
Well, the defense would not be denied on this play. They come up with a sack. Quarterback really didn't have much of a chance at all. Lucky he just held on to the ball.
The Wolverines will have to punt this one away. He's on to boot it away now. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. They got points on the board last time thanks to a long-range field goal. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Looking to throw. It's Sayin. Ball's incomplete. A lot of heat on that throw.
To the lineup. 3rd down coming.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the 1st down. And it's incomplete again. 4th down coming up.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
This should be the last play of the quarter. And here's the handoff. Moves the ball across the 20 to the 22. Well, Ohio State has the lead here, Kirk. Let's check out the stats now through the opening period. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the 2nd quarter. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. And he'll set up to throw. Looks toward the sideline, finds the running back. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Hey, it's a game, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a third down play. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
Now, fourth down.
And the Wolverines will have to kick it away. They're going to kick it away for the second time. He's got some daylight, turning on the speed. Can he make it? Touchdown, Buckeyes. He's going to score. Well, Kirk, we knew this guy was a dangerous returner. Took the football and just knifed through that coverage team.
You know, a lot of times we talk about vision. Usually we're talking about running backs trying to find a lane. But returners need to have that as well. And you just saw how great vision allows this returner to kind of weave his way through the defenders for a touchdown.
And the extra point gives him a double-digit lead. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. Linebacker shifting around now. An inside give now from the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. They don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Makes the catch downfield. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
The offense finally producing here. Sets up a 1st and 10. The back's got it. And he stopped after gaining 4 yards. So 2nd and 6.
That's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense.
I mean, that's just being a difference maker up front. And you look at that uniform, you think over the years with Joey Bosa, Nick Bosa, and Chase Young, and so many great defensive linemen. And this guy right here is showing you he's got some of the similar skill set as some of those greats.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He's moving out of the pocket now. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Well, Chris, that's a great example of why we see these college football coaches bringing in baseball coaches to teach these quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy? Make sure he doesn't get hurt. That's exactly what he did on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and then pick up the 1st down.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Single back, takes the handoff. He stopped just short of that 1st down marker, inches away from it.
Well, another short game for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire 1st half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. The coach decides no field goal attempt. The offense is out there to go for it on 4th down. The shotgun handoff here. Gain moves it to the 24. That's a fresh set of downs.
Well, that's when you know a coach trusts the offensive line and his running back. 4th down and short, no problem. Give it to the running back, and the back doesn't hesitate at all. He's able to convert and pick up that nice 1st down.
And they'll run it. Hand it off to the running back. Running with purpose. And he'll run out of bounds and pick it up a few yards on the play.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. That wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
Dropping back, it's Orji. He's got it near the end zone. And he will score! Touchdown, Wolverines! Can you say methodical? A marathon march, Kirk, just pounding away and wearing down that defense.
They just kept moving the sticks and moving the sticks until they got into the red zone, and they just kept moving the sticks until they got into the end zone. What a drive.
The extra point is good. They trail by 3 now, 10-7. Now they get set to kick it away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out, and they get a drive going this time. On 1st down, it's play action. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
And this time it's complete. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there. They bring him down, but the freshman quarterback showing off the arm strength. It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Buckeyes begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Sayan. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. The Buckeyes come up to the line in a hurry-up. It's the 2-minute warning of this close, competitive 1st half. Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards, sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. There's a shot toward the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
Chris, that ball's tipped up into the air, and it's anybody's football. The defense, first of all, does a great job of anticipating a throw down in the red zone, and they're in great position to knock that ball up. But it was exciting to see, would anybody come up with it once it was in the air?
Off the incompletion, it sets up a 3rd down and 2. Can he get there on the ground? Brought down to the 22. It's a 1st down, very near the red zone now.
Ooh, how about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
That run, good for a 1st down. The offense still rolling. To the air, it's Sayan. That's incomplete, even on a first down pass attempt. He felt heavy pressure.
Kind of a fine line here, Chris, for me when it comes to throwing a screen pass. You don't want to throw it too early, obviously, and the defense reacts quickly and can sniff it out. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late and potentially get sacked. You've got to make sure it hits just right for this play to work.
Makes the throw across the middle of the field. And he's got it. Brought down at the 3, but that's enough for a 1st and goal.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything seems to be working. The coordinator is calling good plays. The quarterback and the rest of his receivers and running backs are executing. And frankly, this defense is showing almost no resistance.
The Buckeyes will line up here on 1st down and goal. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Oh, it is tough to run the football inside this 5-yard line. Give all the credit to that defensive line, eating up those linemen, allowing the rest of the defense to fly to the football for that short loss.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. And he throws the ball out of bounds there. Smart not to take a sack on that play. Brings up 3rd down. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Trying to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Looking to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Ohio State. Tight end was wide open. How do they lose track of the big fella down there, Kurt?
I don't know. I wish I knew. The defense, to me, looks like they just were so locked in on defending the goal line, they forgot about the tight end. That'll probably be the easiest touchdown throw and catch we see of the game today.
Kicking team on now for the extra point. The extra point makes it a 10-point game. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Return starts from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. First half clock with just 7 seconds remaining for this first down play. He'll hand it off. That gain moves the ball out near the 25. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Fellas, whether it's in the shoe or the big house, when you have these two programs with all that's at stake today, you know emotions run high in a game known simply as the game. And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between 3rd down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen in panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Michigan and Ohio State plays out.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. First play of the 3rd quarter is a handoff.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional. I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
Fired into a tight window and picked off. Can he take it all the way? It's a big return off the INT. They steal their offensive possession.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Dump off caught by the running back. Can he reach the end zone? Forced out of bounds, but a nice gain there, and the offense will have a first and goal.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, this defense is being challenged. They're close to their own goal line, but how about this play? All 11 guys coming together and stood firm. The result is a short loss for the offense. Nice job.
Ball moved back to the 4 for second and goal. Play action fake. Looking to throw. He's escaping the pocket now. He muscled out of bounds very close to the goal line.
Boy, Chris, I thought when he took off on his scramble, I thought he had a chance to maybe get it to the end zone. But the defense does a nice job. Yeah, they gave up a couple yards, but they kept him out of the end zone.
Gain moves the ball to the 1. Third down and goal. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. And he powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. All the energy really building now. If they're not careful, this could get ugly.
Chris, this offense has been impressive the entire game. One of the great things about rivalry games is you'll never forget this kind of performance.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? On the ground, it's Hall. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. And the wideout goes in motion. And he'll drop back here on third down. Quick throw to his receiver. The pass is intercepted. And that's a solid return after the interception.
I'm going to give the defensive coordinator a tip of the cap here. They went with dime coverage with 6 defensive backs, which gives them a lot more speed on the field. And with those defensive backs, they're able to play better in space. They recognize the ball, step in front of it for a nice interception.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw a good pass rush there on first down.
Well, Chris, I can tell you as a quarterback, there's nothing more frustrating than a big defensive lineman who's good at swatting the ball. Because if they don't do it, oftentimes you got an open receiver and a completion.
Incomplete, so it's second down and 10. They're going to run it. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game. Buckeyes have first and 10 here. Trying the old counter play here. And they finally stop him, but a decent game that time.
But throughout this game, they've shown a number of their base run plays in the first half, so it's good to mix in the counter here in the second half, just in case the defense is starting to over-pursue. Keep an eye on if they pull that play again maybe later in this game.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. Either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
Dropping back, it's Sayin. The pocket break, and now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start. Looks like the defense has it.
Oh, what a play by this defense. Trailing in the second half, really the only way you can get back into this game is create turnovers. Ball's on the ground, they pounce on it, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
Takes the handoff, heads to the right.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
That run moves the ball across the 35.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance in a really nice game.
On third down, it's a handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Boy, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain on return. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. They got into plus territory last time, but the drive ended on a fumble. They got to shake that off immediately. They'll take a deep shot here. Catch made down inside the 15. Touchdown, Ohio State. And the route is on. And this Buckeye team, Kirk, beginning to flex now and pulling away from their arch rivals right here.
Well, they seem to win every one-on-one matchup, whether it's the offensive line being able to win, getting a hat on a hat, the backs being able to get out in space one-on-one, or these receivers getting downfield. The athletic ability of the Buckeyes on full display.
And now the try here for the extra point. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team's on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. They'll return it from inside the 5. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together with this drive? This line getting set up. It's a first down play. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball to 31.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Signs with the throw. They're finally able to stop, and the quarterback brings the big man down. Not easy to do with that size difference. The completion makes it second and short. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Jet sweep, receiver trying to find some room. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, this is the risk you take when you run this play. Sometimes it works, sometimes it backfires, and this time it backfires on the offense by going backwards for a tackle for a loss.
Urgency now for the offense. They'd hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. To throw, it's Orgy. Throws to the tight end. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. The Wolverines churn out another first down. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And the tackle is made in what's going to be the final play of this period. And as we take a break, take a quick look at how the national rankings stack up in the chase for those playoff positions. So one final quarter to play. It's going to take a lot to turn this game around, but strange things do happen in college football. The Wolverines will have 1st and 10 here. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Couldn't find anybody open and just has to throw it away. So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. And it's complete downfield. Tackle made after a big gain.
Finally, good for them. They come up with a big play like this. Let's face it, offense has been at a premium for these guys. You wonder where plays like this have been all game long.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice, solid gain.
Tailback takes the handoff again. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Chris, I just don't know about short gains like this, especially keeping the ball on the ground. The clock keeps moving. They need points on that scoreboard in a hurry. You got to throw the football. You cannot afford to allow this clock to keep ticking.
Here we go. 3rd down, close to the goal line. They can still get a first down without scoring. Trying to extend the play. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Looking for 6. Intercepted in the end zone.
Well, that interception really about cost them the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in it, down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. Last time out, a 1-play touchdown drive through the air. Can he keep it going here? They'll tackle him at the 17-yard line. Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
Here's the 2nd down play. Sticking with the running game. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this first down. He's moving out of the pocket. The pass will fall incomplete on the scramble attempt. Good coverage there. The Buckeyes will have to kick this away. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. And the returner will be brought down. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. The last possession ended in a dreaded red zone interception. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly error. And he just throws the ball away there. Nobody open. Excellent coverage. So 2nd down after the incompletion. Dropping back. It's Orji. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. They stop him, but it's a first down. It's the tight end flexed out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kirk.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety. And he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived at the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Incomplete. 2nd down coming up. From the shotgun. Drops back looking for an open man. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen.
Well, I thought the defense had him here, Chris. He should be down in the backfield, but instead, he gets out of the pressure and actually picks up some positive yards.
Now it's 3rd and short from the 22. You expect this is 4-down territory. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Another interception. That's number 4 today. Are you kidding me? Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope that your quarterback and receivers can execute when the defense knows it's coming. Here, the interception cost him.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. They bring him down right at the 20.
I know the toss play begins with a guy taking a snap and turns around and flips it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is can they set the edge as an offense? Whether it's an offensive tackle, a tight end in that same direction, to where they want to run the ball. Because if they can do that, you get the result that you want just like this. If you don't, oftentimes, the play is blown up right at the line of scrimmage.
And that's good enough for a first down.
That run picks up first down yardage, a fresh set of downs for this offense. Back to pass. It's Sayin. Looking for the tight end, and it's caught. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
2nd down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. Keep it on the ground to work the clock here. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. And that's the 2-minute warning. And this offense looking to run out the clock and secure an impressive win here today. Third down play for this offense. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Stop out at the 39, but good enough for a first down.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
Ball handed off. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5.
That's the mark of a well-coached team. These guys don't even pay attention to the score. They're just out there executing and churning up yards. Good, solid run there as this clock continues to wind down. This offense has had a great day.
Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. Holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Here's the handoff. And a short run there to end the game. So another W today as this team continues to pursue perfection. It's going to take a really good team to knock off this bunch, Kirk.
Well, when you're trying to look at teams who are championship caliber teams, you look for every aspect. And I'm talking about the offense, defense, special teams. When it's crunch time, how do they play? And the entire year, it seems like they just continue to get better in every aspect. It's going to be fun to see where this team ends up.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. From Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.